All right, hey, today we're doing topic 1, lesson 3, so we're skipping over lesson 2. We're gonna come back to it a little bit later. So the next one in our series of events is lesson 3. And the thing we're looking at today is just adding integers. We're not doing any subtraction, multiplying, dividing, or anything like that yet. We will get to that. Our vocabulary terms are still the same. We aren't adding any new ones today. But we do have a key concept, and there's kind of 2 rules here. When we're adding our numbers, they're either going to have the same sign or the different sign. And there's 2 different ways to approach that. If we've got a number or a set of integers that are the same sign, we are going to sum them, which means add them together. And if we have the different signs, that means we're going to find the difference of the absolute values. Same thing over here, absolute values. There should be an S there. Sorry. So let's take a couple practice ones just to look at it and see how it goes. So this first one is negative 36 plus negative 12. We're adding, so this sign is always going to be a positive. And our signs here, we have negative and a negative. So they're the same. So we're going to sum these up. We're going to look at the absolute value. Absolute value, again, is the distance to 0. So the way we denote that is negative 36. So we've got these straight brackets around there. The absolute value of that is 36. And the same thing for negative 12. The absolute value is 12. So it says to find the sum. So now we can just add those together. So this right here, there's a term for this. I think it's like therefore or becomes or something like that. So this equation becomes 36 plus 12. And our answer is going to be 48. So negative 36 plus a negative 12 is going to be 48. And then we take the sign of the smaller one. So take the sign of the larger number. So right here, 36 is a larger number, so we take the sign of that. So it's a negative 48. It's so good that I'm writing these, so even though I didn't type it there, you can write that in there. So you take the sign of the larger one. Yes, I forgot. When adding integers with different signs, find the difference of the absolute values. And again, sign of the larger one. So these are different. This is a positive 18. There isn't one there, but it's assumed. So positive 18 plus, because we're adding again, negative 14. So we're going to find the difference of the absolute values. Well, the absolute value of 18 is 18, so we don't need to kind of denote that with anything. So we're going to find the difference. So this here becomes 18 minus 14. So we're going to have a 4. And our larger digit was 18, so we're going to take that sign there. Now, if it was a different way around, let's say if I just wrote this in a different way, maybe it was negative 14 plus 18. So this is a whole new problem here. Let's see how we would do that one, because if I were to do this and do my absolute values, it would be saying 14 minus 18, but that's not the case. So we would then so we have to do absolute values again with this one. So we go absolute value of negative 14 equals 14. And so this becomes 14 minus 18. That's going to give us a weird thing, but what we do is we're allowed to flip those around because of the math property, which means because I'm adding, I can switch these and do whatever. Because 5 plus 2 is the same thing as 2 plus 5. So I'm allowed to flip these numbers around like that. So I'm going to do it this way. 18 minus 14, and that is 4. And I take the sign of my larger number. Again, this would be that one. So the answer here is a positive 4 as well. So that's me doing the exact same problem. So just like I did 5 plus 2 and 2 plus 5 are the same thing, I'm allowed to rewrite this problem, 18 plus a negative 14 and negative 14 plus an 18, they both equal a positive 4 there, okay? All right, let me erase this and move on. Couple of examples, a couple more examples. So if we're looking at a pool, let me zoom out. So I have a pool, we're filling it up with water. We start at 2 inches and we're 2 inches above the fill line. The fill line, we can think of that as 0. So the starting height of the water is 2. We're not taking any water out, so change in inches. So 2 plus 0 equals 2. Let's observe a pattern that takes place here. What would I have to take out to get to 1 inch or 1 height of water if it's in inches? 2 plus a negative 1. I would have to subtract 1 inch of that from that, 1 inch of water. So 2 plus a negative 2 equals 0. Those are the opposites. That's what we just learned. 2 plus a negative 3 equals negative 1. 2 plus a negative 4 equals negative 2. So we see we can look at a pattern here. As these all decrease by 1, these are also going to decrease by 1. That's the pattern that we can look at and see. Well, the sum of 2 and negative 6, so 2 plus a negative 6, will that be a positive or a negative number? We could calculate that, or we can continue to go there. If I did 2 plus a negative 5, negative 3, 2 plus a negative 6, it'd be a negative 4. Let's check it. Now, 2 plus a negative 6, I'm going to slide all this math right up here. So these signs are different. So we are going to take the absolute values and we are going to subtract them or find the difference. So 2 minus 6, we're allowed to flip that out again, or flip those again, remember, because 2 minus 6, that's going to give us a weird thing, then you get confused with the signs. But because this is an addition problem, we're allowed to rewrite this as a different way. We can say this, negative 6 plus 2. So we find our absolute values. So 6 minus 2 equals 4. And then we come back to it. We take the sign of the larger number in our answer. So negative 4 is our answer there. Okay? Next example. First example. So looking at a number line, we have set at 0. We got our tilt. We're going to take it down to negative 4. So can't see it. My arm's in the way. And then we're going to take it down another 6 degrees. Sorry, my line got jumbled there. I'm going quickly because the bell's going to ring here in a couple minutes. So let's add these integers. So we figured out our integers. We got a negative 4 and a negative 6. We're going to add them to figure out what the total tilt adjustment is. So I'm going to scroll down a little bit here. So we're looking at negative 4 plus a negative 6. Negative 4 plus negative 6. Our signs are the same, so we can find the sum of the absolute values. So negative 4, the absolute value is 4. And negative 6, our absolute value is 6. So this here, this becomes 4 plus 6, which equals 10. And then don't forget, take the sign of the larger number. So our larger number was 6, and it's a negative 6. So we're at negative 10 as our final answer for that one. Next example, get some thumbs up and thumbs downs. Kara entered her chili into a chili contest, and they're given judges are giving thumbs up or thumbs down. She got 5 thumbs downs, thumb down, thumbs downs, thumbs down. So she's got -5, and then she got 4 thumbs upses, thumbsers upses. So -5 plus a 4, they are the different signs. Their signs are different, so we're going to take the difference of the absolute values. So -5 becomes a 5. So this turns into 5 minus sum of the absolute values, or the difference, not the sums, difference of the absolute values. 5 minus 4 is 1. Take the sign of the larger one, so negative. So her overall score on her chili is in the negatives. She's got some spicing up to do there. Get it? Spicy chili. Anyway, last example. Mike, he's a golfer. He started off, in golf, you start off with 0, just like any other sport, you start with 0. He gets a +2 on the first hole, and then a -2. It's actually a good thing in golf on the other one. So what is the combined score for the first 2 holes? If we use our number line, he's going to end up at 0. So let's check our math there. So +2, +2, plus a -2. Different signs, so we're going to sum, or keep saying it different. We're going to find the difference of the absolute values. So our absolute value of -2 is 2. So this becomes +2 minus the other 2. And it's 0, so there's no positive or negative because it's a special number. It's not an even or an odd number, it's a special number. All right, let me know if you have any questions.